This is the third video of Baby Booties.
Okay, chain 1, double crochet and slip stitch, not a loopy double crochet, just a regular double crochet. Double crochet in next stitch, and double crochet again all the way around, completely around until you get to the first slip stitch. Then you slip stitch again and do another complete row all the way around. Chain 1, turn, slip stitch in next 4 stitches. There's one, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, this is what it looks like now. See, there's your double crochet with no loopy loops in it. Okay, turn it back inside out again so we can finish. If you'll count here, you'll find 5 rows. There's 1 row, 2, 3, 4, and 5 rows. Okay, we're to the point where we've got the 4 slip stitches. Here comes the tricky part, which isn't really tricky. As you can see, we are at the end of where we chained the first knot. So you put it in first stitch and back out into that one. Then you go down to the next, skip 9 stitches and go in, same way we did before, in and out. That'll make the toe of your booty. And you slip stitch that through again, all the way through both stitches. You have 2 stitches, one there and one there. You slip stitch that. Okay, here we go. Slip stitch through all the way. And kind of leave a little thing here, so you have to pull it tight. Then you take it and slip stitch it again. Okay, now you turn it so that the toe is facing to the right. Now you put it through the next stitch, through those 2, there's 1, 2 right there, and through the next one. That's 4 rows that you put it through. You slip stitch again. I always find it easier if I take a little bit extra off and pull it through all 4 things. Whoops, we lost it. So now we have to do it again. That one, and through the next one, slip stitch it, pull it through all 4 stitches. Come on, be nice to me and pull through. Nope, it didn't work, so we got to try again. Okay, now one more try. Aha, we got it that time. Now I gotta catch the stitches. Okay. And do it again. Put it through. Catch the end of it right there. Put it through the next one. So now I only have 3 on it. So now I'm going to pull it tight, the thread. Onto the hook. Take it through again. Slip stitch it all the way through to the other side. And hope it works this time without having to go back. Nope, we have to go back and do it again. That's the only difficult part of the whole, making the whole booty, is this little bit right through here. There, we got it through finally. And pull it through the next one. Make sure it's full tight. And then I always crochet 1 stitch there, just so that I know it's knotted and it won't come out. Okay, now. Okay. Now you slip stitch through the next double crochets and keep going. To probably about 4 slip stitches. Sometimes you have to take your needle out and start over. This is not very nice thread to work on. You have to make sure you're working with the 3-ply thread in order to make it work properly. About the middle, I do it again. Then, before I get too much further, I take the other booty that I'm working with. Okay, there's the end. So I kind of sort of mark that. I stick my needle in, mark the end. Right here is the end of it. But before I do that, that's if this is the first booty that I've made. But since it's the second one, then I get the booty out of the bag and I measure the length from this point to that point. So in order to do that, I put it up like this, and I take and push that in, and if it's the same length, then I continue and finish it off, and it's the same length. So now I set the finished one aside, and continue the same way I did the top of the booty, the toe part, and with the heel part. So here's the heel part. Pull it through and knot it down. Stick it through again, all the way through the 4 layers. And I always like to take an extra amount right there because it works easier for me. So I just take a little bit extra, wrap it around my needle, hold it tight, and pull it through. And it just slips right through and makes it a nice fit. And then I pull it tight. Then I tighten it down on my needle again and do it again. Put it through all 4 and slip stitch it through. Hold it tight on my needle and pull it through all 4 again. Then the last one, I slip it through the very, very end, right there, and through the very end of that one, right there. Do the same thing as I did before and slip stitch that one all the way through both sides. And then I tie it down like that, pull it tight, and then I knot it off by sticking the booty all the way through, pull it tight, and voila, you got a completed booty. Then I take the thread, cut the thread off, put that one aside, and I come back about 3 stitches and weave in and out. One, I'm on that side now, I come back on my side, and that side again, and then I take the thread, fold it over, and pull it through, and then I've been knotting it. So I take my needle, hook it in, pull a little bit of it through, whoops, pull a little through till it's through, stick it in this little piece right there, if I can get it through. Voila. Oh, that didn't work. Then I take my trusty scissors again and I clip that piece now that I've finished it, and clip the top half of the completed one. Go back, clip the top of this one, turn it down, and I clip the little piece right there. And voila! Now you've got 2 finished booties. The bottom of them are the exact same size. Okay, now you turn it. Okay, before we turn it inside out, see these little marks right here? That was the chain 2 chain 1, chain 2 double crochet. So now I'm going to turn it inside out, turn it back right side out, not inside but turn it right side, Okay. Now I come down to the toe, where the toe is. And this is where we tuck the toe in. And this is where we tuck the heel in. And I always like to straighten those out before I go any further. See how nice that bottom looks? All it is a double crochet on the bottom for the sew. And there's one booty, and then I do the exact same thing with the second booty. We're almost through, but not quite. We still have to make the tie that goes there. Okay, fix that one. Come down here and fix that one. Doesn't matter if you fix the toe or the heel first. Okay. Now we have to make the tie, and when we make the tie, we eyeball it and go right in the middle there when we start our in and out. So now to do the tie, I found that it takes about 4 yards of thread to do the tie, because you have to fold the thread in half like so and do 2 stitches. So leave a good tie thing about like so. Make your stitch there. Then it's chain 90 for the entire thing. Chain 90. There's 1. 2. And you keep going.
This is the end of part 3. I now catch us on part 4.